Miller has scored 11 to this point, a third of the Pacers total. They lead it by 7. Kobe Bryant on the bench. Rick Fox has come in now for the Lakers. Still LA ball. Normally Travis Best starts the second quarter. He didn't practice yesterday. That shoulder still bothering him. And the Pacers backup point guard remains a spectator to this point.
I think that's a good move, though. You've got it going right now with Mark Jackson. Stay with what's working.
O'Neal hits the hook. He's got 10.
He's got such a soft shooting touch. He's got that shot mastered. When he gets in the lane, that little floating hook shot.
Harper on Miller. Derek McKee muscles his way in, and Ron Garrettson spots an offensive foul on McKee.
It's pretty interesting here. They're making Derek McKee a primary offensive player, something that I've not really seen that much of. They're not going to Crozier, but the little elbow there as he bumps off Rick Fox. McKee's going to now switch over and play Fox, and Jalen Rose is back in the game for Reggie Miller. So Miller got off to a great start. Remember now, Jalen Rose has 2 fouls. He's got to stay away from his third.
Miller leaves, having shot 4 of 7, plus 2 for 2 at the free throw line. They get it deep to O'Neal. The Pacers hold a team meeting around him, and there's a foul.
See, when he catches that ball, and you said they hold a team meeting, 5 guys surround him. You got to keep spacing on the floor. Now watch what happens to the Lakers. Look how they close in on top. He's got to be able to have people spaced out. He can fan that ball out and then repost if he has to. So they cannot run away and lose their spacing, as we see Travis Best now coming to the game for his first action.
The foul was on Perkins, his first. Nice look by O'Neal to Fox. Rick couldn't hit it, but he was hit and had come to the line. That one's on McKee, his second, and here's Jim Gray.
Thanks, Bob. You were talking about the condition of Travis Best. I spoke to him before the game. His left shoulder is still very, very sore. He says it's feeling a little bit better from the other night. The biggest problem he has is he can't extend it fully, so that's going to cause him great difficulty if he tries to shoot the ball. He's hoping that it'll warm up as the course of the game goes on, but he's having trouble with extension. Bob?
All right, Jim. Rick Fox at the line. Mark Jackson sitting out now as Travis Best has made his first appearance a bit later than he usually does.
Well, that's been a great matchup between he and Derek Fisher. Fisher really gets up the floor and pressures him. And one of the things we've talked about in the series that Travis Best sometimes over dribbles. Let's see if they get into their offense quickly enough.
McKee out to Perkins. Here's Travis Best penetrating. The floater off the glass, no good. Crozier to follow, and he was fouled.
That's what Best does, though. He's their best penetrator getting inside. He gets quickness, and what happens, it's a subtle little thing, but Shaquille O'Neal comes over to block the shot, and when he does, what's the weak side board? As Shaq comes over, nobody blocks out, actually 2 guys inside. Finally, Austin Crozier wrestles it loose and gets to the free throw line, but that's what happens when you try to block shots, and the rest of your team doesn't slide down and rebound.
It was Shaq who committed the foul, his first. Tomorrow on the NBC Nightly News, the amazing story of a family who struggled to survive the wildfires in Colorado and the extraordinary efforts of one woman who saved them. Tomorrow on NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw. Indiana by 5. Fisher, left alone, doesn't take the 3, tries to shoot one on the run, partially blocked and grabbed by Crozier.
They ran away from a good shot and made it tough.
Crozier, he wants it, he's got it.
He makes 2 free throws, so what happens? You feel very comfortable, you come down and you shoot the 3. Right now, the Pacers playing with tremendous confidence.
O'Neal.
That'll quiet you. They're going to call a technical foul on Shaquille O'Neal after the play. He really slammed that ball down hard, and then afterwards he gave Crozier a shove in the back. So watch what happens here now as Shaq goes up strong. Just watch the rest of the play. as he gives him a little bump right there. Now, Shaquille O'Neal takes a lot of punishment. Now, I'm surprised that you don't see more of this. He gives him a little shot in the back. Prosher reacts, and Jalen Rose will shoot the technical free throw.
And make it 39-32 Indiana. The basket, though, by Shaq was just another example of pure power.
Well, his ability to catch that ball and extend and finish.
Best to the front court. Perkins helping him get there with the screen. Looking for Jalen Rose. And play is stopped.
You can really see what Indiana's doing. They're running a lot of isolation plays on that left side of the floor, albeit for Jalen Rose or for Derek McKee or Reggie Miller. You see Rose coming off the screen. He'd like to catch over there and isolate. Little bump, and finally Fox gets the touch right there, and they call the foul.
Here's Best with Fisher up on him. Deals to Perkins for three. Sam Perkins.
And you have a big man that can shoot. Penetrator like Travis Best. You know what's going to happen. Shaq's going to help out, and when he does, Perkins steps in there and knocks that three down.
Indiana by 10. Rick Fox fakes the three. They work it to the side for Fisher. He'll pump up a three-pointer and hit it.
Well, the Lakers needed that. A great ball movement that time. You can see the Pacers really getting back in the lap of Shaquille O'Neal. As I said before, Bob, somebody's got to make some jump shots.
Jalen Rose on the drive. Off balance. Missed it badly. Follows his own shot.
So Jalen Rose is very concerned he was going to pick up his third foul there on the offensive foul, so he went away from the contact. And then again, somebody from Indiana kept that ball alive, and Rose gets the easy one.
Robert Horry misses from the foul line. Best hurries to the front court, and Horry bumped him along the way. That's number one on Robert Horry. Doug, you talked about the Lakers' defense before the game began. The Pacers are on a pace to exceed 100 points again and do so easily. The three-pointer by Sam Perkins, who has at most 2 games left in his NBA career, has Reggie Miller up and applauding.
See, the very difficult chance here for the Lakers defensively, Bob, is this. They're used to playing teams in the playoffs that are power-oriented teams. They do a lot of posting up. Indiana doesn't play that way. They don't post. They space you, they penetrate, and they shoot threes. And the Lakers are struggling right now adjusting to that.
Kobe Bryant back in. Look at Perkins open for three. It's almost automatic.
But again, they go to that high screen roll with Best and Shaquille O'Neal defensively. And when he helps on Best, Sam Perkins just rolls out and shoots the jump shot.
Indiana by 12. O'Neal cuts into it a bit. He scored 14. Because of an Arena Football League game in this building yesterday, the Pacers couldn't practice at Staples Center. They had to go out to the Lakers Training Center in El Segundo. Larry Bird was upset about that because he wanted additional practice against this shooting background. That shot is rejected. Here comes Fisher, the lob to Shaq, gathers it in and scores.
Now, how good is that? That's the big man running the floor. Fisher realizes just keep it in the building and Shaq will catch it. He catches it and goes up with a strong finish. That's what they need to electrify this crowd right now. This crowd getting a little nervous here with all this three-point shooting.
And now Perkins' pass, intended for closure, winds up out of bounds.
Now, if you're Larry Bird, you've got to use your timeouts very wisely. It's a great player sometimes.